Hi everyone, this is Kamau. Welcome to the awesome realm of Kamauism. Now I want to share with you something that happened to me the other day where I was on a taxi, a route taxi, and the driver stopped the taxi and told me to get out. Stopped the taxi in the middle of nowhere and said, "Get out of my car." Now, you guys know I'm a decent, law-abiding citizen, right? Always have been. So what would cause this man to stop his taxi in the middle of nowhere and tell me, "Come on, to get out"? Okay, now I need to give you just a summary of the character that is known as the Jamaican taximan. A very special character. Now the Jamaican taximan, not all, most of them, very indisciplined, usually have some kind of issue with the law, right? So even the ones who are, well, you have typically two types. So there are those who do charter, and so they are the ones who do the routes. We call them route taxis. So they have license to ply a particular route. So let's say from Greater Portmore, where I live, to the Portmore Mall. So yeah, typically two types, but generally speaking, they are some of the most indisciplined creatures you will encounter. They, like I said, typically have issues with the law. So even when you see the red plate on the car, which means, you know, as a public passenger vehicle, you assume everything is okay, but then you might be in it and you get a call, the cops are down the road, so he has to divert, right? So that means something that's not too straight with him. And this is how most of them are, from my experience, right? So they are very quarrelsome, very impatient, so they would be in a line of traffic and they would want to overtake the whole line of traffic for a mile or even try overtaking on the side that they're not supposed to overtake. So we drive on the left, so they would want to overtake from the left. I'm sure there's a word for that, other than that. There must be another word for that, but you'll be in the taxi and that's how they'll be driving. So typically I try not to get into any entanglements with them. I take the taxi and just go about my business. I pay my fare and I come out. I've learned a lot though from traveling with them. The conversations that they have, because remember, no, I'm a writer, so I'm always eavesdropping on conversations. That's how I gather fodder for my books. So whether I'm at home or on the road, in the classroom, wherever I am, I'm listening into what people are saying because I study people a lot. And when I'm in the taxis, there are almost always conversations going on between the driver and the other passengers, and so I'm eavesdropping to see what I can learn. But typically I stay away from the actual conversation, right? I don't want to get involved, I just listen. So on this particular day, you know, I took the taxi from Portmore Mall, headed to Greater Portmore. And I think I was the only passenger if there were other passengers, they came off by the time we got to Port Henderson Road, which is about halfway along the route. So I was the only one in the back seat. Now this driver decided to start a conversation, which I'm not inclined to have these kind of conversations. You know, I'm very introverted. I prefer to just stay back and listen, right? So he was trying to engage me in conversation. I don't even remember what the topic was about, but I just was not interested in it. So when he started, I think I probably just gave a one-word answer or something like that, but clearly that was not enough for him. He wanted to pull me in to the conversation. I'm saying, dude, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Right? So, I was trying to shrug him off, and he kept at it. So till I just said, listen, driver, I took your taxi to get from point A to point B. I don't want to be in a conversation with you. So he started saying, oh, you're so rude, and I'm just trying to talk with you in the taxi together. I'm just trying to talk with you, and you're behaving like this. I said, but don't I have the right to say that I don't want to talk to you? I took your taxi as a passenger. You're supposed to take me up and drop me off where I want to go. I don't want to be in a conversation. So this dude stopped the car. Stopped the car on Port Henderson Road. This is halfway, right? Get out of my taxi. Get out. Get out. So I'm saying, hello? Get out? Why should I get out? Get out. Get out of my taxi. So I said, okay. Okay, I'll get out. And I pulled the door and I got out, and he sped off like irate. So I'm saying, so what? No, I don't have the right to not participate in a conversation. I don't have that right. I don't know if this has ever happened to any of you. You can comment and let me know if you've had similar experiences with our character known as the Jamaican taxi driver. But that was my experience, and to be honest with you, when it happened, I was still trying to process for a while. Did this really happen? Did this man really just put me out because I didn't want to talk to him? But yes, that's what happened. He stopped the car in the middle of halfway along the route, so I had to get another taxi simply because I refused. I told him, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. So, it popped up into my head, and I said, let me share this experience with you. Tell me if you've had any similar experiences.